What is up, you guys? Ezra ZinKy here, back on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Oh my god, how many times do I gotta say that? I mean, we are here on Destiny. You know, we're gonna be playing some. Man, I feel kind of dumb saying Call of Duty Advanced Warfare when I'm not even playing that stupid game. Well, it's not dumb, but it's just. Well, yeah, guys, I didn't want to bring something repetitive, you know. I wanted to bring something new, so I brought you guys some Destiny gameplay. I'm just playing a level 24 strike, that's it, nothing really much. But yeah, something new. I didn't want to bring the same thing all over again, some boring ass COD. So yeah, but today I'm gonna be talking about, um, UFOs because, this game actually made me want to talk about what happened over the break, and if you guys don't know, well, let's get on to it. Well, last week, if you guys haven't seen Ezra JCast video on Pierce College, we talked about, well, he talks about how we went there to the college. We just, had a kickback, went up the hills and everything. And, everything seemed all good. Nothing too much. And apparently, since we were talking about UFOs that same day, what a coincidence. And it's crazy because there's this place called the Dome. Well, we call it the Dome, and you go there to, have a kickback. It's below this fence, and below the fence there's this hole, so you go in there, and, there's a dome, and everybody has kickbacks there. You can actually skate there, it's pretty sick. And yeah, we went there in the night, at the night, I mean, and, we're just having a good time, um, talking about UFOs. Along the way to the dome, we're talking about UFOs too, and along when we're up the hills and going down the hills, we were talking about UFOs and aliens. And it's crazy because we go to the dome, and it's weird because we go to the dome and we're still talking about UFOs. And we look up at the well, we're all looking up at the sky, hearing music and everything, just having a kickback, and nothing's going on so far. And until Risky points out that he sees something up in the sky, and we're like, "Oh, okay, what do you see?" And at first, we just thought it was probably like a jet or something, but there was no noise. There was no noise of a plane, helicopter, none of that, just the cars passing by. And it's weird because we go and it's quiet, and he spotted one. And we look up and it's something very small, it's really small. Weird thing, it wasn't bright, but it was really small and it was moving fast. It was moving really fast, and it was moving weird. We didn't know what the fuck it was because plane just moves straight, and that's it. It just moves straight. You don't see it making a complete turn and going back right away. Unlike what we saw, it was just going straight and then it moved back like pretty quick, and like if it were nothing, it had good maneuvering. Like the ship, whatever the fuck it was, the UFO, it had like advanced maneuvering, like hover shit. It was just weird. And we're just looking up and we're just like, dude, what is this? No way, this is some weird shit going on right now. And it goes away since, as I mentioned, it was going by fast, and it was moving in a circular motion. I don't know if it was just wasn't. And then again, like a few minutes later, Risky comes out of nowhere and telling us, I found it, I found it, I found it. And we look again, it's the same thing, and we're just like, no, this is weird. This ain't some aircraft that you see in your everyday life. There's some weird shit right here. This is some weird gypsy stuff. And it's crazy because, we're just talking, chilling, and everything, and again, the UFO comes out, and we're just like, what the fuck? And when we looked at when we looked at it again, there was another one by it, and we're just like, oh no way, what the fuck is this? And they're moving fast, and they're moving in a circular motion. Like, it's weird to show you guys. Like, it's moving quick, and it's moving like fast. It's moving back and forward, side to side, and it's just weird because nothing moves like that in a quick split second. Nothing moves like that. And at first I was saying, no, it can't be a satellite, it can't be a helicopter, it can't be an airplane, it can't be a jet. And since it was making no noise, we didn't know what to make of it. So, we're just looking at it, observing it, and just saying, like, what the fuck is this? It's crazy and cool in the same time. And then I point out, because I see a third one, and I'm like, no, hey, there's some weird shit. And they're just like following each other, and it's just crazy because we're just like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, I don't know. We just didn't know what to say about it. We were just in shock, pointing up at the sky, just amazed on what we just saw. And they leave, and we go home, and we're just, well, I told my parents about it, and we're just like, dude, what was that? And we got online, we're talking about it, how we saw him. We told Jesse to make the video, and he did. He made the video, talked about it, and now this is the other part. 2 days later, after that, we heard about. I mean, I heard about from my mom that something happened, and this happened on April Fool's Day, and this happened in the morning. 3:03 in the morning, so it's night. It's like really night. Yeah. And this isn't a joke. She told me it wasn't because she doesn't like to fuck around with stuff like this. Trust me. Knowing my mom, she doesn't like to fuck around with shit like this. And at first, I thought, it's just a joke. No way. But from the look in her eye and how she told me the story, it was pretty crazy. So I'm gonna tell you guys the story. Um, it's 2:45. I go to sleep and I got tired. I wanted to sleep, have some rest, and I knock out. Everybody's knocked out but my mom. She's in the living room watching TV, and connected to my TV there's a speaker, and it's gonna be more. That's gonna be important to what I'm gonna tell you guys. The night, the light in my living room is on, and we have a curtain on our word on the window, by the window. So yeah, my mom's watching TV. 18 minutes later, exactly at 3:03 in the morning, she told me the 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 speaker, it provides it. Well, you guys don't know, but the speaker provides a radio, and it has some pretty good surround sound. And since it's connected to the TV, you could adjust the volume and you can hear from there. And the TV went off, but the speaker went like crazy up, like the volume went really high on his own, and it was making this static sound like the radio, like it was going like, like it was making some weird gypsy ass sounds. And my mom's, scared. She's like, well, not scared, but she's like, what the fuck, she probably thought the power went off because she noticed outside that all the lights went off. Like, if you guys haven't seen my apartment's pretty big, and it has a fucking lot of lights because it's fucking huge. It has like 5 buildings, in one apartment. It's fucking weird. And it has three story high. It has, fuck, it's just pretty big, and it has a school next to it. So yeah, there's a lot of lights, literally a lot. And she noticed that all the lights were off, but the living room light, she thought to herself, the electricity went off again in the apartment, but this time, how the fuck was it gonna be off when the radio was acting up? The TV went off on its own. The light was still on in our living room, so she's just telling herself, no, something's not right. And she tries to turn on back. She turns down the volume. And the radio's still going off like crazy, and my mom tries to turn on the TV again, but it goes off again by itself again, and then it goes back on. It's just weird stuff are happening. She's like, what the fuck is going on? And she notices that she looks up at the sky, and there's this bright, shiny light, and like so bright, like you can't even describe how bright it was. She said it was just really bright. It was like if the sun was literally on your fucking eyes. And she's peeked out for a split second, and that split second, that light literally beamed through the window through the window, through the curtain in the living room, and it only beamed there. And she said that it was so bright, like it was actually like if the sun was in our living room now. And she was like, no way, what's going on? She was scared because she saw this big light just, coming straight at her. Like it was huge. And, she was scared out of her mind. She stood quiet and she just saw these lights. And, the beam just went off. The power went off in the living room. The TV went off. The radio went off. And, the light came through the window, and it was like if it were scanning something. And before that light had became, she said that she heard something fell from the sky. This is what she said. She heard something fell in the sky, and whatever had fell to the ground, she heard a boom, like if it were like a what I think was an EMP blast. This is what I think, and everything went off. Like I said, the lights went off, the TV went off, everything went off, and the light had beamed in through the window, and it just looked like if the aliens or UFO, whatever you want to call it, it's like if they knew we were there. Like it knew that she was awake, and she knew that she saw them and she was there. The light went off, everything went off, and she just frightened to death. She said like she never saw something just so weird, just this really bright light just going in, and it goes away, the light, and she looks up and something goes up in the sky, and everything went back on, all the lights went on, even the apartment lights went on. And she said to herself, what the fuck happened? And she told me that she stayed awake like the whole night because she was really frightened. She tried to wake us up, everything, but nothing. She couldn't do nothing about it. And to top it off, she even said that beam even went through our room, through my room's light, like through the window, in my window. She said that she even saw it as she was on the ground when she was looking at the light going straight at her from the living room, from outside to the living room. And she saw to her left that the light was coming out from my room too, and she was just frightened. She didn't know what to do. And as I mentioned again, the light went away. We didn't know what happened. Well, she didn't know what happened. And she told me like right after I came back from Pierce. What a coincidence. And she's telling me like, Angel, I saw something. I saw something right now, scary. And I didn't believe her. And I was like, because I thought, she's probably pulling an April Fool's joke. She most likely is. But from the look in her eye and from the tone of her voice, she looked serious and a little frightened. And I was like, oh, maybe these motherfuckers knew. And it's weird because, I got pretty scared too because I heard those stories, where if you find contact with like a UFO, like if anybody sees it, you probably have a good chance of being like toyed with, like abducted or anything. And it's just weird because 2 days later after I just saw 3 UFOs with the whole Ezra squad, my mom just witnessed some weird shit, and I got scared. Nothing happened after that, of course. I stayed up too, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of frightened. Stayed up because that's some weird shit. I got scared. I thought it was like somebody trying to come in. Not somebody, but like those motherfuckers, those aliens. They're trying to abduct us or something. Lately, there hasn't been anything. We're all good. Everything's fine. So yeah, guys, that's what happened over the spring break. Those aliens, they were here. Yeah, guys, please, leave a like. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. And, comment if you got any, stories to mention or anything to say. I would love to hear. Hopefully you guys talk about it. And yeah, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope you guys will like the next one. It talks about how I'm in White Boy's videos. So yeah, I really hope you guys will enjoy that. I'm ZinKy. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.